What's up, YouTubers? It's that time of year that I don't like, I'm dreading, and that's the start of, well, it's actually at the end of fall and start of winter. I'm not a huge fan of winter, mainly because I don't like being cold. I don't like having to dress up in thick clothing to stay warm. And it sucks because I like doing stuff outside, and nothing stops doing stuff outside like negative 10 degrees, like it's probably going to be this winter in Wisconsin. So I thought today, since I was out shopping yesterday and bought some new boots, clothes, and stuff, that I would do not a review, but show you something that I picked up that is sort of like a winter jacket and talk about it a little bit. So let's get into it. It is portable house fire season. I got the heater going to stay warm in this tin shack here where I'm at. So it's definitely getting to that time of the year. So anyways, let's look at this jacket. So this is made by Ariat. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It is their, and I'll have to look at the tag, Rebar Dura Canvas jacket. And it's in Rebar gray. This I bought from a local store, but you can get them online. Now, I've only bought one piece of clothing from Ariat, which is a shirt, like a button-up shirt, and it's proven to be pretty decent. So I wasn't too afraid buying this coat because, at least around here, they're fairly new to the winter jacket hoodie world, and I don't like wasting my money on stuff that isn't going to last, especially because every frickin' thing nowadays is about twice as much as it should be. So anyways, I tried on a bunch of different like jackets, and by jackets I loosely mean jacket. Like this is not like designed for super cold temperatures. This is more or less like an everyday winter jacket for here in Wisconsin. And I tried Carhartt, I tried Dickies, I tried, well, Ariat, and a couple other brands like store brands around here, Duluth Trading, which they're a popular company for me to buy from. And I don't know, it pretty much was down to Carhartt, which that's normally what I end up buying, and this particular coat. I ended up buying this coat because for me personally, it fit me perfect. And that was a deciding factor for me because I'm 6'5", 6'6", and have really long arms, and it's almost frickin' impossible to find anything that fits me correctly. Nothing's made for a guy of my proportions, unfortunately. Although it's been getting a little easier to find stuff now that I'm getting a little portly in my old age. It's a little easier, but they assume that if you're 6'5", that you weigh 500 pounds. And I don't know why, but when you're a beanpole, or at least I used to be, when it was far easier to find, or far harder to find clothing, then it's a little easier now. So this is built much like a Carhartt coat. I'm not exactly sure what material this is. It appears to be somewhat water resistant. I definitely wouldn't say it's rain proof by any means. I mean, I'll look at the tag right here while I'm talking, and yeah, it does not appear to say anything about that, which is fine. I mean, I'm not out in the rain with a coat like this anyways for extended periods of time. That's what a rain jacket's for. Carhartt does make a similar coat that has their rain defender. All that is it's the same hoodie as a normal one. It just has an internal liner that water can't wick through. Just like waterproof boots, most of those just have an internal liner. Same deal with that jacket. So the fabric still soaks up water and gets wet no matter what. It's just this doesn't have a liner. Has a simple pocket setup. I mean, you can shove something in there, you know, nothing really too fancy, and then back over here as well. I mean, this is, again, a very simple jacket. Does have a hoodie. The Sherpa liner that they have in here seems pretty comfortable, definitely a little bit warmer than a normal hoodie. And I have a decently high tolerance to the cold, as much as I don't like it, so I don't like wearing big puffy jackets unless it's like negative 20 outside. So for a vast majority of, say, I don't know, about 20, 25 degrees to 40 degrees, I think this jacket would work great for that. Colder than that, you would want something heavier. Now, let's just talk a little bit about the build quality of this. So I'm not an expert in making textiles and jackets and stuffs, but when I looked at this, I like what I see. It appears to have double stitching, and some of it, I think I saw triple stitching somewhere, but the double stitching is nice. The way the pockets are constructed, they do have a liner in them. It's not a Sherpa liner, but it's got like insulation in there, which is better than the particular Carhartt coat that I was looking at. From just initial impressions, I think that this is going to be a pretty durable jacket, which is good because if you know me, I'm pretty hard on stuff. Like, this thing's going to stay nice for about a week, and next thing you know, I'll be under a trailer somewhere welding with this sucker on, which, no, it's not FR rated, and no, I probably shouldn't do it, and if it sets on fire, I'll probably get burned, but hey, it is what it is. This fabric seems to be somewhat resistant to flame, and by that I'm just guessing, so definitely be careful with that with any hoodie for that matter. But I don't know of an FR jacket that is actually decently insulated that isn't trash. I guess the ones that I know of don't fit right, and I don't know, whole nother story. I also like that I call it the Carhartt syndrome. Carhartt makes some pretty decent clothing, but they want to make sure that you tell everyone else that you're wearing Carhartt. And what I mean by that is oftentimes on the sleeves or the back or the front, they got big ass logos on it, and I don't like that. Like, they should offer me a discount for putting that crap on there that big. I do like the fact that this just has the little patch here, which I could easily cover if I wanted, and then their name down here, and other than that, it's just a jacket. So I like that. Now, I did look in the Amazon reviews. This jacket had pretty decent, solid reviews. I noticed that Ariat had some that didn't have that great of reviews, and there was issues with like the sleeves and stuff. So do your due diligence on that one before you go and buy it. Look up reviews online. Like I said, this one was pretty decent though, so time will tell. I mean, I'm going to wear this sucker through the whole winter, beat the hell out of it, get welding spatter on it, and then in spring, when I no longer need to wear it, I'll do a review or a quick update just to show you guys whether or not it's worth buying this product and the durability of it. Because I, for one, am all for different options. Like, Carhartt has been my go-to, but I've been let down on some of their products over the years, and I feel that their consistency has been, especially their work boots, seem to be trash. So it's like, yeah, they got some that are good, some that aren't, and I don't know. It's nice that this company is coming to the market with clothing. I just hope that they make durable stuff, because then, hey, more options, more better, right? The last thing I'll mention, and we'll go to conclusion, this sold for $130, and they seem to be pretty keen on price fixing stuff, because on Amazon it was exactly the same price as what I paid locally. There didn't seem to be much discount. So I'm sure you might be able to get a little bit of a deal on this somewhere, but that's just the price of buying something now. Carhartt's equivalent of this that I tried on, I think, was $30 more. So I didn't buy this because I'm a cheap bastard, even though I am, because it was less money, but this seemed to fit better, and I think it hopefully will be as durable or more durable than a Carhartt, but time will tell. So let's go to conclusion. When it comes to winter wear, you gotta spend money to get something decent, and that's kind of a trend in what you hear me say a lot, but I don't know, I've had such poor luck buying cheaper clothing. Like, hoodies are probably the worst example I've had. I bought cheap, like, store brand hoodies, and something goes wrong with them within like a week. Like, buttons fall off. If it has buttons, the zipper stops working. Like, I've been burned so much buying cheap stuff that I just don't do it anymore. It's not worth it. I mean, a coat like this, I should get 2 to 3 years out of, 2 to 3 solid winters out of without a problem. I mean, normally, like hoodies I bought in the past, I end up melting them, which, whoops, hey, it is what it is. But you should get a couple years out of it, and the only way you're going to do that is to buy something decent. Especially, and this goes beyond hoodies, but like work shirts, cheap work shirts, the buttons fall off and stuff. Like, just buy something decent. And as always, do your due diligence. Look up some reviews, see if other people are complaining about them. Brand-wise, like I said, I'm not really loyal to any brand out there. I do like some of Carhartt stuff. I find that they fit me really well, and they are pretty durable if you get their better stuff. They'll have random ones that are just terrible, so do your due diligence on that. I buy a fair amount of clothing from Duluth Trading, and they have jackets. They don't really have something like this because I went there and looked yesterday, and I just couldn't find what I wanted that fit me. And so they tend to be about the same price as Carhartt and Ariat and all the others, maybe a little bit less if they're doing a sale. But their stuff has been treated me pretty good, and they have oddball sizes that nobody else does, especially in their normal clothing. So that would also be an option for you. Brand-wise to stay away from, there's a few out there that I just don't do business with. I'm not really going to name them because a 5-minute search on Amazon at something you're looking at will pretty much tell you what you're buying. And, you know, that's what I find is that if a company is known for one thing and then they get into something else, odds are that something else is probably going to be subpar, which is kind of funny because I believe Ariat started as a boot company. I'm not positive on that. And now recently got into clothing because there's a lot of profitability there for them, I think. So they're one of those where they probably haven't figured it out quite yet. And I guess this will be the test to see how long this lasts and if I have any gripes about it. Now, before I go, I just wanted to put this on and show you what I mean. Like if you're a tall guy like me, this jacket does actually fit really well. So I'm going to stretch forward as far as I can. Now, if you look at this here, and I'll position where you can actually see, the cuff comes up a little bit, which is going to be a given. My arms are so long, but like I'll just normally sitting, look where this cuff is. Most jackets, even tall sizes, tend to be like right here on me. So, and you can see the shirt I'm wearing, even this FR shirt, that's like typical. So to have something that actually has decently long sleeves like this that fit, pretty rare. So if you're a tall guy, I'd definitely look at this. But with that said, if you guys got a particular winter coat you like, put it in the comments because I'm all for options, and as are other people, especially durable ones that last. So with that said, thanks for sticking around. Until next time.